I don't need to start at the main screen. I just choose to, because it sets me in order. For all intents and purposes, I really should be editing. I should just be editing the video, and also just have not had my fill of Frostpunk 2. That doesn't have anything to do with the main menu and me starting the video that way, but it does have to do with me just still being in Frostpunk 2. It's funny because I was supposed to put out whatever this episode is going to be numbered 24 hours ago, but then 24 hours ago, I was dealing with game development stuff where I was sitting there going, I basically had a tragedy where I was like, oh, I gotta start over because, what I had for my game mechanics was not making for a fun gameplay loop, as opposed to Frostpunk 2, which people are still divided on. I found it funny that, as we get into this here, and what are we doing? I need a quick little, reminder because I didn't even remember that the evolvers were at 3 fervor. It's because of the tragedy I had in episode 1, but give me a moment to kind of look over things and make sure I have what I prepared because I did also do like up to 10, at least 10 actually, and not up to, at least 10 different Captain Mode Chapter 1 runs just to see how I could set myself up. Here we're on Steward difficulty, so again, we're not having too much of an issue, but yeah, when your gameplay loop isn't fun, it's not fun, which is why I found it funny when Frostpunk 2 pointed out the reviews that were like, better than the sequel, and then another thread started on the Steam topics, where, oh, not better, worse than the sequel, so I found that really funny to look at. I don't think one or either is better. They do definitely provide different experiences, but if I had to put my chips down and someone said, Jordan, make a decision, place your bets, I would say 2 is better than 1. Just by the nature of the dev team expanding on what was kind of implied in 1, I feel, and that is basically the treatment of society and humankind, both gameplay and lore being the biggest threat. Soon after, if not over the weather. In Frostpunk 2, that's the case, but in Frostpunk 1, you are dealing with just the survival because, well, that it was right after the Great Disaster. Don't rely on me for lore. So yeah, just making sure we have enough shelter here, because the way I could look at it is that I could send shelter over towards the Dreadnought. I keep wanting to call it Oil Colony. It's both, really, because this is the main place you get ore. But also looking at my heat, because, well, we can't really use coal at the moment for New London. We are using oil, but it's going to get colder, and we're going to get the whiteout soon. So really, what I'm supposed to be doing is saving at least 100,000 of fuel and food, technically materials as well, but yeah, that wouldn't be good. I don't think I even said, how many industrial districts did I set up? Not a lot, so I'm basically behind, but we have about 50 weeks to fix this, I suppose, so again, just planning out how I want to do things, but with that said, I think I will also making a note for future Jordan really quickly, but let's get this started. So we want to make a hub, and we need more food, so basically I'm going to be setting up, not basically, I'm literally going to be trying to set up 2 more food districts by going out this way. This is going to be really necessary because if I don't do the heat requirement, what we then would need to do, actually I'm going to do 2 frost breaks. I don't think we really need any more research at the moment. And if and when this series of the Steward difficulty goes past my Captain mode, because again, I haven't really gone into Chapter 2 on Captain difficulty because I was testing out the openers for starting Chapter 1, then yeah, I promise you at that time I'm going to be going completely blind. But at the moment, not doing so bad, but we do still need heat, and heat and food are the first main things. I'll save materials for later. Actually, no. You know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna set up the material hub. Also, finding out how I want to, because I think there are 2 pieces of information I stumbled upon, which were, well, I didn't really stumble. It was just there, but I think someone was looking at the efficiency of, I think the tier 2 generator upgrades, the adapters versus the oil. I can't remember the exact names. I just remember seeing the thread about it. And then right after that was, shoot, I'm trying to remember. On top of someone just pushing the adaptation strategy, which, for all intents and purposes, I haven't tried myself yet, because I'm usually playing either Peacekeeper, well, technically, no. If you're playing Peacekeepers, you are pushing adaptation, so. But I'm mainly playing with the Stalwarts, so. And people are also testing different strategies. And that's all I really have to say. Again, I'm still thinking of what I'm doing here at the moment. Did I set up... I feel like I did, right? No, I did not. I did not set up the drills here, which I should probably do really quickly. So the fracturing pump jack. And I think we do want Well, the stockpile here doesn't need to be here. The stockpile here, though, needs to be here. And unlike... I think we can actually still do a thing, but we don't have any more heat stamps. Am I taking care of this? No, because we don't have the thing. All things considered, though, minus 64. As long as the crime is down, we're fine, because on captain difficulty, I think I'd still have a little... Well, maybe I have like 21 income heat stamps per week. But that's not really an issue, so let's just keep going. But yes, we do need a surplus of food. I could continue... Oh, I'm already doing the fertilization. Let me see. Let me take a quick look at the laws. We're in recess, but I can look at the laws here. No, nothing really. I'm pretty sure I would have filled out all the laws. Although I am missing a few, like relationships, parenthood. I don't really need that, but we do need housing as well. So, without further ado... One of my catchphrases here on this channel, even though it's really just a filler phrase. We need to set up more housing at some point, but we want to also make sure we have enough fuel and things, because people can freeze due to housing, but if they freeze due to heat, for me, I feel like that's usually a bigger problem. Also, that's right, I am playing Faith Keepers here, so we will be getting the adaptation. I could have rushed it, but again, that's for the captain difficulty. Here on Steward, we don't need to be that gung-ho about it. But let me take a look here. So if I do this, I think I want to set up the heating hub first. And then, okay, the second piece of information was people were testing out hub efficiencies. I heard some people called it an end game kind of thing. I don't really agree with that. I think you would want some earlier if it saves you on numbers. But that was during the first few days when people were still, getting their runs in, starting Steward. Some people already started Captain, but I think with some testing, you figure out hubs are pretty good. Because they provide, it's one hub, and if the more districts you can hit, the more efficient that hub becomes. So if you can hit, at least in my opinion, 2, you're already getting value, but really you want to hit 4. I think, can you do more? I don't know. I know you can definitely hit 4, but anywho. That's Frostlanders, this is for materials, which I do need, but if there are any stockpiles here, I should just go out and get them. Basically, in Chapter 2 here, or, Chapter 2 here, we do want to try and bring back any stockpiles we see to hold out for the whiteout here, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that in time. So my next question becomes, can I immediately bring back food or anything? Rebuild the base. Construct an outpost here for exploration, which we are playing for cores as well, but I don't... I feel like we do want this, but for the moment, that's a lot of prefabs, and I don't have prefabs at the moment, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to go east-west, basically. So one is going to give coal, the other is going to give food. But really, I'm tossing the coal over towards the Dreadnought as a stock for the stockpile. I think that's the plan here. And as we move on, I don't actually know how... I might actually be behind time-wise, but we'll see. We do need more heat stamps, so we'll do that. But then we research something else that I forgot to research. We also need to add these in at some point. But I have 4 cores for the moment. We're on overdrive for some reason. Oh, because we don't have a thing, so whoops. Also, did I not make this here? I did. Why are we not sending... Why are we unable to send more oil? We are able... No, that's coal. Let's see here. I think maybe we just make the Dreadnought... Well, we're going to meet demand. That I know for sure. We're going to try to meet demand. But I have Skyways. We should be able to meet demand here. It's just... Oh, my body. I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want my stockpiles to be at. But why am I not getting as much oil as I think? Did I miss a building somewhere? No, I'm just going crazy. And our population increase, so our housing is definitely in dire straits. So let's get that fixed now. We need a frost break a little bit first. We can set housing districts now, but I do need a frost break anyway, so... And I think I can put up a hub. No, I cannot, because I need 80 more heat stamps. So we wait for that. And then we put up a heating hub. No, we put up a housing district first. The heating hub goes after. We need the housing now. 5, 6. I think the heat. If I put a heating hub here, it should hit all of them. I know this is not the best efficiency of use of efficiency of space. Again, I was doing a lot of testing in the last 3 days. I also was not researching this, so that's a mistake. But I think we can fix that. I guess we're gonna find out. Stockpile 24,000. Why am I not getting as much oil as I think? Huh? Something is wrong here. No, something's wrong here. Why am I not getting as much oil? It might be because I actually have not used the upgrade yet for the generator, which would grant me more oil, I think. But I can't be sure about that. I guess we're gonna find out. So, let us see what happens if and when if I can get this upgrade. Yeah, I am using the injectors now. I think they're still going to cost a lot. Oh, I can't check it here. I would have to check through the research tree. Idea tree, sorry. 200 heat stamps, 300 heat stamps, sorry. 200 workforce, 150 prefabs. It's the heat stamps I'm really looking at, though. Which I am also missing. But, temporary pride of a shadow, mandatory crowding. Did I grant someone the agenda here? I mean, I could check through here. I must have, right? And then, yeah, I keep thinking that I'm on stalwart, so I was like, why am I pushing equality? It's because we're not the stalwarts, we're faith keepers. Again, my main captain mode runs are all stalwarts, so excuse me while I deal with the flight lag that is multi-dimensional theory. Oh, goodness gracious. We also need a food hub, but we need to deal with the housing issue first. So, the housing will help here, but we are experiencing a heat efficiency issue. That's all I really have to say at the moment. And they will provide... And yeah, I also realized... Well, I didn't realize, but I knew that... So, when you look at these hubs here, some people are getting it wrong. So the output of a heating hub specifically is the heat demand in districts is increased. So this heating hub is not giving you heat; it is decreasing heat demand, which is they effectively are the same thing. But if you don't understand correctly, you can't give more. You can't decrease demand past 0, and people think because this is giving heat, it should just give you plus. So, say that this hub gives... If it were to give 120 plus heat, people would expect this to be, oh, look, I'm getting 40 plus heat here. But that's not the case. You are actually... Even if what's actually happening, say, is this is decreasing heat demand by 120, this heat demand would drop to 0. So, really, you're, quote-unquote, only getting 80 heat. But, if it's providing its full value, or if it's providing at least, I say 80 to 100 of... Total, saving you 180 total, or sorry, 80 to 100 total heat. You are getting your values worth. Even just number-wise, because I think you're spending 100 workforce on it, but anywho. The evolvers are not going to get a single thing, even with full fervor. So when I set this up, I think there's also heat efficiency issues. Yeah, it's heat efficiency issues. Which I can trade for workforce. I have a bunch of workforce, so... I think the only maintenance cost for these, aside from Squalor and prefabs, is the workforce demand. But, I mean, yeah, 25 materials too, but that's... You're usually sitting on a lot of materials, so that being said... Yeah, 240 heat demand, 40 heat demand. I actually should just put it over here. Because if I'm gonna make another extraction district down here, I want the heating hub to hit... the thingy. Also, I need to research something ASAP, but we'll see. With that said, let's actually research really quickly here. So we can actually make this promise to the New Londoners and get some trust back. Pretty sure I'll be able to get the thing in time. Yeah, get heat stamps in time? Question mark? Okay, yeah. And let's actually research this. This is 100, right? It's not a 200 research thing. This would also help me get oil. These convert coil or whatever... There are conversion buildings, but there are times when you'll want that. One of the times coming up here, I may not even have stockpiled enough for everyone here, but we're gonna find out, aren't we? So if I can set this heat hub up here, we'll start getting oil again, but we'll see. More effective at increasing heat stamps income. This is probably gonna provide some minus at some point, but we're fine for the moment. Also, when I set up a food, if and when I set up a food district here, I'll need another heating hub anyway. So, which would probably go there, right? Yeah, it would probably go right in the middle here. Actually, I should actually set up the heating hub here first, so I'm not losing any more things. But I'm kind of short on time, so we'll find out. Yeah, a little bit of oil. That's not what I want to see, but it's what I'm gonna get for the moment. And I might not even be able to grab these nomads their oil back. I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I I didn't really make efficient use of all of these here, of my heat demand. In fact, there should be more housing districts to the east if I'm doing that, but we'll see. Can we do a thing here? We can. Actually, all things considered, well, this might... I don't know if this is going to provide me enough heat, so instead what we're going to do... If I can grab food somewhere, I will need this, but let me just check what else I can get for the moment. Yeah, we want to harvest this for New London. Either one will work, it's just a matter of sending supplies, but... Take machines, 10% of production efficiency, whale mining... We'll take these because we're focused on the city. So the one other difference in story mode is that when you are... Well, in my opinion, again, I haven't tested these theories out, so this is just me thinking to myself, really. But when you're out in the Frostlands wondering if you want things from outposts or not, basically the way I'm thinking about it is that I'm looking at... If it gives me something immediately or it gives something to the city directly... I attribute that to, or I relate that to the Fate Keepers of the Stalwarts. If it is instead something where I set up an outpost and rely on the Frostlands, then I'm thinking more of the Evolvers, is what I'm trying to say. We also do need a food. Yeah, if nothing else, I should set up a food stockpile hub. Should probably be here if I can hit. Yeah, if I plan to set. Ooh, hold on. Let me just think this out. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the food district. I can expand out this way, but. What would I put here? Did I expand this, by the way? I did not. Do I want to expand this? It increases the output, but what I'm trying to do is make sure I have enough. So if I put 1, 2, 3... I guess I'll do this. Because then I can theoretically... I'm not... Yeah, I can put the... Ah, shoot. Why am I hesitating here? 1, 2, 1, 2... Yeah, I should be able to do this. That's going to increase my heat demand, but if I... Well, assumably when I put the heating hub and or the food stockpile hub there, I'll be okay. I do want the food stockpile hub again at some point, but we'll wait. And our housing issue is not at an absolute terror. Oh, I just realized something. I think we'll be okay. Are we going to be okay? I don't know if I'm going to be okay. Well... Yeah, my heat demand is really hurting me here. So, what do I want to do, really? I guess I'm gonna find out. So, we're sitting on just... I mean, I could just send this stockpile over to the thingamajiggy. But that doesn't solve the problem. But I don't know what the negative is for failing this. That's my issue. Why am I not getting as much oil as I think? Because on Captain difficulty, I survived this whiteout perfectly fine. Or did I? I'm not actually sure anymore. What do I do here? I think I'm just gonna do the thing. I thought I could actually, yeah, they have this event here where you could just send them. We need 5 Frostland teams first, so... Yeah, because if you have it stockpiled, you could just send them the oil. But we don't have the Frostland teams anyway, so we'll wait here for a moment. And then we'll check this really quickly. Send oil from New... Yeah, because if it's in New London, you could do the same thing. So we'll do this. Now I'm missing oil. And we have about 30 weeks to get it, really. But I also want this thingamajiggy. I'm not going to be able to research quickly, but that's not the problem I have. So, for the sake of trying to stockpile something... Does this reach, actually? I would think this reaches, right? It's 2 squares over here, so it just doesn't show me because of the food node there. So let's put that in really quickly. I would research something here, but we need this. Oh yeah, we need this heating hub next. So yeah, what did I just get? I think someone just got something. Oh, the coal here, coal. Which I should immediately send to the old Dreadnought, but it's sitting on full coal anyway, so hey. I think what I actually want to do is do something different, but hold on. So the Whiteout is actually traveling in real time here, so if you notice... Yeah, if you do anything over here, I think they immediately... it stops you from doing anything because the whiteout is there. But anywho. I never did this, did I? Oh, no, I did. Okay, good. Let's gather the scrap really quickly, just in case I need it. It'll be a good temporary stockpile, if nothing else, but I'm not sure if we're going to be okay. Can I set up this food district yet? No, we need 200 prefabs, of which we don't have. We are making some, right? Not really a lot. Well, hey. If and when we get this thingy-majiggy, we should be able to output food. I'm just scared because I realize a thing. I should have also narrated that. There's some things I didn't narrate here. Perfectly fine, actually, though. So, what are we doing here? City-run alcohol shops leads to an increase in alcohol consumption, which is going to be a negative at some point, but for the moment, we still actually need it. We do need prefabs. We have to wait for them now. We got more people living with us. Oh, boy. Pain. Can I set up something? Do I need to set up something? I do. Did I make any housing? Yes, but we need heat stamps. We need heat stamps and prefabs, all things considered. So, yeah, I'm not doing well here. Yeah, I'm really not doing well here. Going plus on oil, but we need more oil. This is not enough oil. And that would be better helped if I had done things. I never set up a heat hub here, really? Wait, I didn't set up a heat hub here? That would kind of help. That would kind of explain a few things. I guess let's do that then. Why did I not set up a heating hub here? Well, we still need to set up the food thing anyway. The cold can stay at notable, but for the moment, we do need this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just to hold on to more food. But again, I can expand out that way. So we'll be fine for the moment. We might lose heat here, but when we set up this, if and when we can set up this heating hub, which is going to take a while because I don't have the prefabs. Yeah, it's going to take 4 or 5 weeks, I believe. We're also sitting on a bunch of workforce, so really I should be better off than I am. It's just that I did not do things correctly here. So, all things considered, so I'm going to actually knock this down. We're probably just going to replace that immediately, but I actually just want to knock it down so I have prefabs immediately. Again, we don't need these materials anymore, pretty much. Because we basically just got to put a lump sum down. So this is basically going to stay for till the end of the game, really. But when that gets knocked down, I need to set up the heating hub here. My next question is, where is the most efficient spot to put this? Probably going to be over here. I don't want to put it over here, but I think I messed up my heating hub efficiency here. Yeah, I did. Unless I can put it somewhere here? No. Are there 3 housing districts here? Am I going crazy? There are 3 housing districts here. Why did I do that? This is not good. I could fix that really quickly. But instead, we're just going to do that. And what we're actually going to do. So we're going to shuffle everything around. 30, yeah, so I think you do lose. So it costs. So, okay, let me just calculate this really quickly. Also, you know what I didn't do? This, hold on. So while I think about this, let me actually let me just pull up a calculator. This is important, we're planning. But let me see here. I have to look at OBS, because I want my episodes here to be about an hour long, really. I pulled up, why did I say pull up I meant to pull out a clock, or an alarm of some sort. And what I want to do is basically put a timer on this video. So, that's the sound of another the middle mouse wheel as I do this. So, yeah, so here you'll see that if I knock this down, I get 30 heat stamps back and 150 prefabs. But it costs how much? It costs 40 heat stamps and 200 prefabs to make a housing district. So, you can't just build, destroy, and rebuild willy-nilly. But we're on Steward, so we can afford this inefficiency. At the same time, we should probably put up a housing district anyway. But we need 200 prefabs regardless, so these all have 4K each. Doesn't really matter. Otherwise, I should just go over here and make a new housing district. But either way, why did I frost break over here then? I wasted so many resources basically just now. But anywho, when this gets knocked down, we should be okay to put another one up over here or down here. either way. But I should have just frostbroken here if I was going to do that. So, whoopsie doopsie. And then we're not benefiting from the 3 housing. So actually, I should not have made that. I should have actually just put it all over here. That's what I should have done. Why did I do this? I know why I did this, but should not. There is a more efficient way to do this. I'm just kind of panicking at the moment because I'm not set up properly. But really, we're not hitting 2. Oh, we're only hitting 2. That's why. So actually, I would need to do this if I want the most heat here, which I guess is fine. But I don't think that's actually what I want to do. I'm gonna do it though. So let's do that, and let's actually just frostbreak this really quickly so I can put more housing districts here, theoretically speaking. We're even gonna frostbreak twice. 2, 3, 4, 5. I know there's an extraction district stuff here, but can't really do that at the moment. So we still want the heating hub here. This is gonna provide more heat to both of these, I think, than the requirement for housing on the other side, I think. And let's actually just research something while we're here. Did I not... Is there a law I'm sitting on? Probably one of these, right? Yeah. So let's actually... Oh, was that the vault? What? Did that say... Hold on. I might not actually do that, depending on what it is. That's not the right one. This one? Evolvers, Frostlanders. I mean, we need it anyway, and the Stalwart / Faithkeepers don't compete for that, so it's perfectly fine. That being said, I should expand this really quickly here. So 1, 2, 3. That's a waste of... I've wasted some space there. Actually, I should expand this one out first if I'm going to do that. So 1, 2, 3. And then we expand this out as well. What does it cost? 50 heat stamps, 50 prefabs. But it allows me to make buildings, so... Yeah, and then I think you're supposed to put a heating hub between these districts, basically. Some people like putting rows here. You can do that, but if you're going for full efficiency in terms of you're going to, like, expand for the long... If you could afford it in the long term, then you want to do another thing. Also, why are we losing food here again? Did we finally run out in the food district here? No. We are just going crazy. That being said... Hunting camp? Wait, what's happening here? Also, I think, we have a very fast population growth, which should have been combated with something. There is basically a reason to control your population growth, unless you need the workforce. I don't, so that's the problem I'm dealing with, but... What would we have to do? Housing block, 50 prefabs. Oh, pain. I've done this to myself. So I think we're actually going to switch this for the moment. Crime is going to grow, but we need the prefabs badly right now. I should actually make an industrial district first, but that's not going to happen either. Thankfully, this whiteout's only going to last for 30 weeks, but... Oh, because we did not... We can do the thingy here, which we might as well do. So, we want another hothouse, but first things first, let's deal with these issues, if possible. And then, yeah, the tragedy at the beginning was not great either. So, without further ado, I think, can I actually expand this down here? I can. This would allow me to... I think this would actually allow me to hit the heating hub here, question mark. Except that it's over the materials, I forgot about that. So, yeah, it's because this is still here. Yeah, I just realized my mistake. But I don't know. I needed the housing anyway, so I guess we'll make this extraction district again someday. And this district is just sitting out here doing nothing. Oh, I didn't make the thingy. I didn't make this. This would help out with the goods issue right now, but we need prefab, so they're just gonna have to suffer here for the moment. People are gonna die to crime, most likely, but we can kind of deal with it. But first things first. So there's another 20 heat demand, but we need it. So yeah, if we make 2 of these, we should be just fine. We can't make 2 yet, but we can make 1 and be happy for the moment. And if crime grows too high, if it's not at severe, I would turn the industrial district back onto the thing. But we're fine for the moment. So let's find out. How far did overdrive drop? Okay, we might be okay for the whiteout, but we'll see. So yeah, this housing, we're missing some housing here. I could actually expand. Oh wait, we did expand. No, we didn't expand yet. But either way, we need more goods regardless. So I think what we're gonna try to do is we're going to try and... What am I trying to say here? I am going to try to do something. Hold on. We have a lot of build, and I didn't build it. So we can't really... We might as well turn these off during the whiteout or the storms. We won't be able to benefit from them. This will also give me an idea on what we are missing at the moment. So, yeah, there's some squalor here. We can't fix it at the moment, unfortunately. Because we don't have the prefabs! Let's find out here. But as we hit week 380 here, we are going to experience some issues. I think that's the... Yeah, I think the whiteout also happens at the same time. So, are we dead here? We have 11 weeks, but if we turn overdrive on, what does that look like? Okay, let me turn this on. Okay, so we should survive the whiteout because the heat, the temperature will come back during week 410. Even so, the cold will deal with the... We should be able to deal with the cold, but we'd also need to fix that so that our heating situation is kind of fixed for the moment. And if and when we can make this hothouse there, although the efficiency of these have decreased greatly, if we make a hothouse here, we should be okay. If we can. The goods we don't need to worry about, although crime is notable. The most pressing concern is making sure that we have the food and the fuel to survive this whiteout. But in the meanwhile, yeah, so this should be perfectly fine. This will last. Why am I not getting as much oil? Am I going... It might be because for the stalwarts, your production efficiency is higher. But at the same time, me managing the heat demand here is also a big reason. But I think it's because when you play stalwarts, or in this case the evolvers, you are putting forth laws that increase production efficiency overall, but I don't know that for sure. That's just my thoughts on the issue. My opinion, essentially. We're also sitting on a bunch of workforce, but... What that could be is a lot of hubs around the area, and yeah, I did not do that. So let's see what happens here. I think I do survive this. What do I need? What did I want to do? I wanted to set up an extraction district, but we'll last long enough for that. So instead, I think we're gonna first make the chemical hothouse. In fact, which one is this? Bio-waste? I think we want bio-waste, right? Why did I make the chemical hothouse then? I'm going crazy. Let me just make sure. Oh, I can't check. I can check through the idea tree, but basically we want to make things that the Faith Keepers like. Chemical hothouse. Should have been chemical hothouse. Anywho. I could put both in the thingamajiggy, but for the moment... Chemical? Did I do that right? No, bio-waste. No, chemical. I'm going absolutely crazy. Anywho, let me just make sure one more time. This is a trait of my channel. I forget things really quickly. We also have a bunch of laws that we could have put forth, but for the moment, so yeah, chemical. Okay, it was chemical. I wasn't going crazy. So let's put that in the new food district for the moment. And then our food situation should be controlled. The oil situation, on the other hand, that's actually going to reduce my heat efficiency, but I think, like I said, we should still be able to survive. If not, we're going to find out. This is 200, right? These cost... No, these cost 100. Workforce, 30 oil requirement, bleh. Otherwise, workforce requirement significantly decreased, but that's not what we need. Is there another one we can do? Drugs manufacturing? Trust rises, that's trust, leisure, tension, trust... I'm looking just at the blue things. Food Hoarding Inspectorate. Cost heat funds and cost heat. Not just yet. Production efficiency. Yeah, but that's a worker. That's a building. Oh, I did not. Hey, you know what I didn't do? The reason why I'm so bad right now is because I didn't install these. That's why. That would explain a lot. But for the moment, we'll still survive the whiteout, but we do need to put the we do need to install those. That'll happen when I do this, I think. So, whoops, sorry, I forgot. Bonk. Revert heat to normal. So, Steward, the Fate Keepers increase heat to all the birthing wards in the city during the whiteout. Long may we keep our infants' bodies warmed in the Lord's light, unmarred by the blasphemous frost, one Fate Keeper said. May they never have to resort to prosthetics. The Evolvers are outraged. That's ridiculous. If the infants become marred by the cold, we can simply cure them. Any limbs they lose will be replaced by better ones. The temperature in the wards is consistent with the rest of the city. This is unnecessary. Worst, it's wasteful. What should we do? Revert heat to normal, or keep birthing wards warmer. Cold will kill less people. Fate Keepers will approve. Minus 30 heat demand per housing district, which, fair enough. And in fact, will that help me here? I mean, it will overall help me. It's just, we don't have the surplus to make this really work at the moment anyway. So either way, yeah, we were losing efficiency. We have a lot of trust, but nowhere to really spend it at the moment, except for research, actually, so let's do that. If there's a law we can get through, we should do that. Did I not do one of these? I feel like I didn't. 30 materials, disease increased. Squalor increased. I think we have a control of that. But we want to do one of these first, right? Well, hold on. Let's see which... If we're going to reach a... I forgot what it's called, but if we can get one of these city direction requirements to max, we should do that. Progress, equality, tradition. Equality is the closest. Can we even do that? This is a building. Food hoarding inspectorate. I mean, overall, it's a plus. It just costs more heat for me, which, sure. Oh, I didn't do this, really. Oh, because I didn't want to decrease production efficiency, but... If we get things done, it should be fine. Well, let's actually see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna lose all our fuel, unfortunately, but... we should be okay. In fact, I think I can take more, right? I think I can take more. There's no reason why I shouldn't just take more here. Because this should be at a -2, so basically I didn't oopsie. I should have... done this, so hey. But anywho, we'll do this as well. That'll help however much it can. But let me see what else we do here. I don't really think there's much else. We do have overdrive turned on, keep in mind, so we're actually in not a great spot, but we'll be fine still. So workplace control. Tension significantly decreased. But that should be fine. We can put this through. This should go through. I know the Fate Keepers lost some, but we need 12 out of 34. That's like 99% minimum. I'm pretty sure. I should pull up the calculator. Now I'm just curious. I accidentally did the wrong thing. But as we move on here, we should be fine for the moment, and we'll see what happens. I do need hospitals and stuff at some point, because we're playing Fate Keepers. Basically playing on Steward or Captain. You don't have to do it immediately, but you probably have to... If it's your first run in Frostpunk 2, as was a lot of people, they probably did a lot of saving and loading. Not everyone, but... hey. Also, I didn't do this right, but let me see here. 34, and I need 13... or 31, sorry. Let's say 31. That... I should be speeding this up. We don't have to, but I'm going to speed it up. We lost some housing, that's fine for the moment. But let me just put this in. Let's say 31, 13. I thought it was 34, 13, but never mind, I lied. For 85.9%. But still, though, that's a very high odds for that to go through. Rip Squalor. And my prefabs. Okay, let's make this extraction district again, because I forgot. It's because you can replace this, but you do have to you do have to extract everything first before you can build over it, I think. But we can do that really quickly. And then we might as well research something else. Leisure, famine prevention. This costs heat, but hopefully we'll be okay. Overdrive can stay for a little while longer. While we try to survive the whiteout. 1 more week, pretty much. Don't hurt me game for saving. Tension increases due to high crime, yeah. And then after a little bit here, we can switch. Well, let's switch this back now because the crime is going to get people killed. I would repair that. We don't need to at the moment. Our population isn't about to grow, which would have been terrible for me. But let's see here. Yeah, and I don't have a sawmill here, so it'll take 23 weeks for us to deplete that before I can knock it down again. Anywho. So the cold is going to keep growing now because we finally ran out of fuel, unless I do... No, there's nothing I can do. Because I don't have a stockpile set up anywhere, or I don't have any fuel anywhere else. So, we survive on what we get. This should be going away soon, right? I'm not going crazy. As we vote on this really quickly here. Current law goes beyond because it's radical. But hey, this is 50-50 by the way. Or near 50-50. Probably might even be lower, but we'll see if they get this through. I would actually like it for it to go through. Maybe we can get a cornerstone. I think it's called cornerstone. But let's see here. Yeah, I think that's max. Yeah, that should be max. And so a cornerstone should proc as early as it can. Also, rip food and cold. So, I already got the achievement during the captain mode playthrough where you don't have anyone starve, basically, during the first Whiteout in story mode. But hey. Yeah, I did not play this right. Also, you know what I also didn't do right? Another thing, but... I think we'll still be okay for the moment. These are going to keep growing, but I think the Whiteout should end before that. Yeah, so... Now, what else happens here? We'll see. Because, yeah, we're getting heat surplus. Why are we getting heat surplus? I'm going crazy. Surplus injectors? What if I turn this off? Oh, yeah. So, basically, yeah. How much does that help me by? An extra 30 food, extra 20 materials and things. So that's an interesting interaction with the heat injectors, but let me see here. So whiteouts are still a threat, by the way. Chapter 3. Ice turns to steam as this whiteout wanes, but it's clear that we're far from keeping New London warm forever. The whiteouts are not gone. What will we do if the horrors of the whiteout years return? Asked the Faith Keepers. If we want to withstand them without fear, we must improve the generator even more, and that will require a great deal of cores. Dozens, 40 exactly. We only know of one site with so many cores, the metal roots of Winterhome's ruined generator. I don't even remember if you ever see or visit Winterhome in Frostpunk 1, but anywho. Our current generator will not be enough. We need to colonize Winterhome to get more cores to upgrade the generator further. So yeah, basically any surplus that you're getting turns into a thing, which you can use after you get a good stockpile of fuel, or you can just use it immediately. But it depends on what you need, doesn't it? As we move into Chapter 3. Spoiler alert, we're going to... absolutely decimate Winterhome to get the cores here. But, for the moment, as we go here, so yeah, as we go this, and future Jordan makes a little mental note over here, somewhere. Jordan, please. Jordan, please. Jordan, please. We will get going in a hot moment. So, yeah, Chapter 3 I have not got a good handle on yet. But we'll figure it out. We're on Steward difficulty. We have some mistakes that we can make. Not a lot, but we have some mistakes that we can make. And we actually need more extraction districts, so let's actually... We have, like, a bunch of heat stamps. We might as well do this. Actually should just do this. Although we want to make hubs anyway, so all things considered, we're probably going to frost break more. But we also want to hit this over here at some point, so if nothing else... 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8... We want to leave some area out here, if for no other reason than to frostbreak twice. But we need to, one, turn on these logistics districts again. So let me pause really quickly. So we can send our frost teams out and do stuff for us. Which would include going back and gathering stuff for everyone again. So this goes to the old dreadnought. It's blocked by the storm, but when it clears up, we will want... these things active. So let us sit here and see. And then if nothing else, there's the things over to the west that we can do. So for that reason, oh, we never set up the thing. Did I never set up the thing? I never set up a thingamajiggy, or did I? I can't remember. Or I don't remember. We can launch these expeditions. We do need these. Do we only have one threat level decrease so far? We do. I never set up the other one. I should set up the other one. It's kind of important. Actually, this goes over... Yeah, no, I was like, why are some of these, when I look at the time to chart, why are they so slow? Anyway. Steward, the Evolvers have stripped naked and are walking the streets wearing naught but their blood warmers to prove they no longer require the meager warmth. So I have I have hemophobia. That's a fear of blood, kind of. It's not a heavy fear. Like just looking at this, especially on graphical displays of like gore and blood, are not going to do anything to me. But the more realistic it is, I have to keep my eyes on the text. We have a better plan for Winterhome. We don't need a pigeon in pursuit of some warm utopia, one shouts to the crowd. We are the warmer utopia. Adapt to the frost and everywhere we be warm. Or do we destroy Winterhome with the Faithkeeper? Again, this is the first Faithkeeper run I've really done, so I guess we're going to see. Faithkeepers are outraged by this display, warning this may sway others to the Evolver's cause. Is that right? To the Evolvers? Anyway, they want you to put an end to this blasphemy at once. What should we do? Yeah, we're going to ban them. They're at full fervor, though. Do we? Oh, let's just let them game member. I forgot, their fervor's at max because of me. So, you know what? All things considered, it's fine for the moment. We can ask for more heat stamps. I'm going to do that. They're going to be negative, but hey, it's fun. I actually need them, because when we get the the prefabs to make more stuff, we need to make more stuff. But we do need another industrial district the moment this one goes down. So, what do we do here? Basically, we wait for that first so we can do some more exploration here. I know time is going. That's perfectly fine. Launch expedition. Can we launch one here? No. That's safe, right? Did I really just not sleep? Anywho. This housing district will stay broken for the moment. What I want to do is research more, so hey. Is this really an Automax? I'm trying to look. But we'll see. Drugs manufacturing. Trust increases, disease increased. Yeah, so we actually need heat stamps and more. Actually, you know what I should do for that? Really? The Faithkeepers are progress? I guess they are. Resources. I'm going the wrong way. Prefabs factories. Trades materials for prefabs built in the industrial districts. But it costs a core. Yeah, the only problem is that, I mean, I think I do need these, so the core is near negligible when we get to Winterhome, but I'll have to see. Yeah, I'll have to see. So, new work model, machine attendance, workforce requirement significantly decreased. This allows me to send more people to the colonies, effectively, and to Winterhome when we just sacrifice people. When we sacrifice, we don't want to do that because that's lower trust, but we'll see. Resource production in outposts connected by skyways significantly increased. We do need the scout training actually first, so we'll do these mechanized scouts, and off we go. We can actually do a double rush here of research, so all things considered. Okay. 13 registered as sick. Yeah, that's gonna happen. We have minor growing disease. More disease if and when we do stuff for the Faithkeepers. I'm just trying to think. Prepare Winterhome for colonization. Yeah, we're not ready yet. We have a bunch of corrections to do here. So, when this falls, we need to... Well, we could just make the extraction district now, but I need the prefab. Well, no. We should be able to do this. I think we should be able to do this. We need to frostbreak more. My mistake. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to do it this way because... And I'm just going to do this just to be safe. We have the manpower and heat stamps for it. Just so we can set up hubs later on. But we should also kind of reach out here. If and when we need to. We do need to do a double frost break again. I don't know if we need to, but I'm doing it. And then we do this. I'm going to actually wrap around over here so that we can touch this deep material node when we need to. I think I'm just going to do a lot of this then. Yeah, we're just going to do a lot of this so we have a bigger area here. Industrial districts might go here. And that's really what we need, actually. So, let's set these up. We're gonna run out of materials soon, so I do need them. I do need those. But then we can research something else. Did I do this right? I did, right? Not towards merit, but we're not doing merit, so unfortunately, for better or worse. Tension decrease, heat stamps decrease. Again, I want my heat stamps right now, so... And I know that if I put this forward... Oh, no, it's a building. It's a building. I don't actually need to do that yet. So I can research these things, but I don't need to do anything for them. That being said... Why are you asking for heat? I mean, I know I have a lot of heat. So actually, heat stamps I do have. Production efficiency increased. Heat demand, but this is tension, but trust. I did do the hospitals, right? No, I did not. I didn't even do hospitals yet. I guess we'll finally do these. So let's do the first tiers here, first and second tiers, and then we'll go back and concentrate on the other stuff. Or try to, anyway. We would put another hub here, I think. Yeah, you put 2 more hubs in between here. 4, 5, 6. And then we can extend. Can we extend? Did I mess this up? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, we don't. We don't reach it. I mean, I don't think we'll need this little bit over here, this 72k. I'm thinking. Unless I want to... I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. We set up heating hubs here as well. If we can, no, we don't. We don't have the prefabs. I know. Dreams of you. Oh, never mind. Steward, to the delight of the Fate Keepers, the city is now fully embracing equality and appears to be on the path to making equality a cornerstone. Yeah, the cornerstones. Sorry, did I say something else earlier? Anywho, must ensure that our city never aligns with merit. Declare if it. We need to fully embrace all merit laws and buildings will increase tension as long as equality is high. All merit. Oh, yeah, all merit. Oh, so I actually just have to destroy anything that has to do with merit. What do I even have that has that? Is it? I feel like it's a law, right? It would have to be a law. But let's get this through first. I feel like it would have to be a law. Okay, so to get the cornerstone, you have to be 0 on the other one? Really? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the thing. Okay, well, if that's so, then let's take a look, because I don't know. So basically doing a lot of review here. That's progress. I mean, I could also just look at the idea tree. Basically looking for any merit. If there's any merit, we have to nix that and go the other way. I don't think it'd be any laws, right? Maybe 1 or 2? Wait, actually, I should just check the idea tree first. I don't know why I do that. Because this tells me immediately which is which. So, for heating Frostland, resources have nothing to do with it. We have some merit here. Week 300. Oh, it tells me right here, too. Allow productive outsiders past. That's the law, right? Allow productive outsiders. Oh, yeah, so we need to swap this around. Population growth? I mean, maybe there's a solution later on for it, but we're going to hold an emergency council session to try and switch that around. Yeah, just to make sure that we get the quality cornerstone, theoretically speaking. We only need 8 out of 29, so that should be 90% plus, but we'll see. 8 out of 29, assuming at a 50% chance. Yeah, 99.59% chance of passing. And that should lower all tension. Well, that should lower the other tension. Faction fervor I can't really do anything about unless I do this or something, right? Promote. Relations significantly crude, gain manpower. Well, it's not going to matter, right? Because they're just going to fail. So I think that's okay. Maybe that's what I want to do. Well, we'll see. Wrong crowd, mandatory crowding. Steward, the mandatory crowding program is creating problematic living conditions. Thought it grand to move into such a big house. And yeah, I've read this before. So, keep it as it is. Increases tension, but we'll have things that decrease tension soon. So that'll be fine, I think. But yeah, this needs to run out so I can build over it. No! And yeah, now we are finally sitting at a smaller surplus now that we've made this next extraction district. We can expand it, but for now, the moment, we don't need to expand it. What we need to do is wait for this. And then we move on. Society, so make sure we probably want to do tier 2s instead. Is this Fate Keepers? This is Fate Keepers, right? It is. Crime is just decreased. Yeah. Because we don't have the goods, that actually would help us a little bit. Now, we can't have goods stay too negative, but it depends on how much that helps me, right? If it helps me a lot and brings us to absent, we can switch this around and switch this to making prefabs. Basically, changing your setup to account for the positives and minuses. Also, we can do this again, right? And let's see. Actually, are more evolvers on the council actually going to hurt us? I guess we'll find out. Evolvers protest. Blah, blah, blah. So we're not going to be able to do that. We can't do that, and we can't do that. So we just have to ignore it. So, yeah. Let me just make sure. Her production is halted. That's housing, but hey. Can we increase her fervor? We would have to do something, right? Yeah, we would have to condemn. Lose members, possibly lose seats. Fervor increase, but I want to do that so that we have even ground to do this. And we might experience some deaths, but if we want to, I think this negative from cold here is going to be better for me. So yeah, only injured, so we should be fine there. We just did a thing over on the west. We can't go east yet. So, take the catch. 75,000 food stockpile, disease increase, so we don't need to do that. We can deal with the disease, but we don't need to do that for the moment. We don't need Frostlanders either, so we're not going to do that either. And yeah, we did build a thing, but we can't really visit any of these things safely. We can open these up, we might as well. Is there another 10? If there wasn't another 10, I'm going to regret it. Well... Can we go further west is the question. No, because we need 20 Frostland teams here, which should come back when this expedition finishes, so I guess that's fine. But yeah. Let's research something else. Prisons, we'll do prisons really quickly here. Is it really that? No, punitive prison. Crime was greatly decreased and attention increased. And yeah, we'll deal with that. Again, for those who don't know, apparently if the fervor of the faction that is counter-protesting is lower than the fervor of the faction that is protesting, you're gonna lose people from the lower fervor ones. And I think you lose relationships too, which I could have taken, but if we can deal with it, we'll deal with it. So, guard immunity. This is going to be hard to pass. Can I negotiate something with the New Londoners? It would have to be the New Londoners, but let's see how much this gives us. This just does the law, so... If anything else, I probably should just research one of these. I don't want to make our deep... I could make a deep melting drill, all things considered. Where would that go? That would probably just go on the... Oh, I don't have any... I actually can't make one of these at the moment. It would have to be the food district, right? I think there's a food district sitting around. We'll accept this and try it out. If not, I'll figure out something. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be strange. So, let us see what happens here. Do we really not get a cornerstone for that? Oh. You really? Fine. Be that way. I guess we're just going to keep doing this then. Oh, we can't do it at the moment. Already in progress. Did I really miss it? I missed it, didn't I? Huh. Well, hey. Indiscriminate mandatory crowding leads to abuse. Yeah. Well, let's take over another food district. And away we go. It'll fix itself in due time, but I did a thing. So we're going to keep counter-protesting there. Really? Did I not do it right? I guess I didn't do it right. I also need to make that next food district soon, but let's do other things first. Counter-protest already in progress. Yep. Trust fall due to ongoing progress. Yeah, I know. Thank goodness we have the baptisms, but hey. So yeah, I wanted to make a food district. We need 200 prefabs. Whoop. It's minor at the moment. And guard immunity, I think we can do this then. Let's actually do this for prefabs at the moment. Meanwhile, what's happening here? Billion small charter laws based on the relations. Steward, developers protest terrified many in the city. Many are calling for a response from the council. Captain limited the steward's power, but we couldn't have foreseen this descent. Maybe it's come to increase our leader's authority. Decision to decrease trust, right? This just allows me to actually do this, but I don't think I can actually get any of these things through because my trust is not high enough over the board to pass one of these. So instead, what we're gonna do is look at anything that we can do for these. I don't think there is. But we can check to be sure. Yeah, the Faith Keepers are tradition, progress, funny enough, and equality. I'm pretty sure. Now I want to check. So Faith Keepers, yeah, equality, progress, and tradition. But we don't really... I mean, I could attempt to... I think these are... Yeah, these are Automatic failures. I don't know why they would ask me to do this, but at least I don't have to put it through. So, more injuries, but hey, and I think we can actually build this industrial district now. Yeah, we can finally build this industrial district. So let's do this. I think we just do it around the hub because I've already kind of messed this up. Do I do it around the hub? I can expand the extraction district this way. Actually, let me take a look really quickly. Let me pause the game as well. I need to remember to grab heat stamps at some point, but let me see here. No, we're not really hitting anything, are we? So, affecting other districts? Yeah, nothing really. Actually, let me check to see if that's... Yeah, so you can check the effects here. Affecting this district near housing district, affecting other districts. But, yeah, these are not benefiting from the heat hub. This is benefiting from the stockpile hub, but not the heating hub. But if I want to do the same thing, I technically can. Right? If I do... I think if I expand this out over here, 1, 2, or sorry, just 1, 2, 3. That's a weird expansion, but this is so that I can set up this next industrial district and still hit things. Again, it's gonna be really weird, but at least I can kind of, yeah, I can change things up a little bit. Yeah, it looks really weird, but it works. So, yeah, and we'll do that. What's going on here? Something is happening. Squalor. Why? Material scarcity. Oh, yeah. That would happen, wouldn't it? I have 5 Frostland teams. I should have probably grabbed materials from somewhere. I guess I'll do that now, if possible. Nope. We're unable to do it. These completed earlier. I forgot. I completely forgot about them. Did I never make the other wait station too? Basically, yeah, I still need to fix some things, really. Well, this is gonna be weird. Where even? Did you guys just stop? No. Protests are over here. Counter progress already in progress. Okay, so yeah, they're already countering that. Oh, it's because they're protesting here, which would stop everything, wouldn't it? Yeah, I might actually want to just do this all over, but we'll see. We'll try. If we game over, we'll find out, right? But anywho, criminal reparations. So crime significantly decreased. Outpost upkeep significantly, slightly decreased as well. That's gonna have to be what we do because, yeah, things. Let's keep rushing research. By the way, how long? Yeah, 4 weeks. 4 weeks for research. Also, I think I can ask for funds soon. Yeah. Basically every 50-ish weeks. Counter-protest finished. We are sitting on things, and we don't get cornerstones yet. No. Do I want to do that? I don't think I want to do that yet. Just yet. Not just yet. Crime is increasing due to me not making goods. I could also make buildings as well, but we need prefabs at the moment, so this crime is going to have to stay as it is for the moment. It shouldn't be that way, but it is. And we're sending these to the old Dreadnought again. I should actually send them over to new... old Dreadnought. I'm going crazy. That's to New London. These, we need to take those. And the moment we get them available, we should send people out this way. Again, I'm sending a lot of workforce. I should be doing something with this workforce, which I'm not doing. Also, I guess I could have also made one of these, but we need more Frostland teams first, just outright. So rip my prefabs, but it's for a good cause, I swear. How much heat demand is here? 50? It's not worth making a hub there though, unless I plan to do a thing. So hey. And what else are we doing here? Oh, we want to make one of these if possible. So prefabs, but demands heat. That's fine because we actually need it. What is it? What's the real cost again? Demands 40 heat. Yeah, we have heat to spare at the moment. A little bit, not a lot, because we actually still want to stockpile. But for the moment, crime elimination. Decrease execute prisoners, which decreases crime, and I'm sure there's another bad part of that. But for the moment, let's vote this law in. Frostland deportation. Oh, we need to negotiate something. It's not going to be one of these, right? No. We can research and hold a vote, but I don't think they'll get it through. If they do get it through, I'd be very surprised, actually. In fact, we don't even need to research that. We can just do this one. And now we should... Yeah, this should be guaranteed. 3 out of 15. That's the sound of me running to the calculator. Now, yeah, 99.63%. And I could immediately do a thing, but first, pass this. So this is to Frostlanders, right? I don't need to grant them the agenda. So we can just sit here and wait. Is this diminishing? Yeah, it's diminishing. So our goods can basically be at a super negative. Also, why are we losing food out of nowhere? Well, I guess we are gonna immediately use these surplus injectors. What's happening here? Am I going crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Also, we are now getting a material surplus here, so... Yeah, I've been sending food over here, really? I'm going crazy. I am going crazy. Anywho. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. That's something I should have looked at. Everything is suffering, by the way. The thingy-majiggies. We don't have a... Yeah, we don't have a sawmill set up here. Would I need more? I think I need more, right? 300 workforce, 200 materials. No, that's fine for the moment. Do I finally need to set up the core versions of these? Also, I did not set up this. Oh, yeah, I need this. I need this. Really? No, I'm going crazy. Yeah, wrong way. The fertile soil is over here. So I'm going to frostbite here is what I'm trying to say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, yeah, this run started off really badly, and it kind of spiraled from there. So we're trying to recover. We might not be able to recover, but we'll try. I'll certainly try. What I feel... Oh, yeah, because what you're supposed to do is, yeah, there could be a hub in between here, but assuming if I just build out even farther here, the hub should go right here in the middle, I think. I can't remember, though. Or do they just go in between two? I feel like they just go in between two, right? I feel like they do. Well, I guess we're going to find out. Both factions radicalized, yeah. So, double fervor. Double fervor. Can we do this? No, 9 weeks. And yeah, we're kind of in some trouble here. So, can we finally? No, not yet. So I guess we might as well. Oh, well, really? We can't? Oh. Might need prefabs, though. Well, hey. So I made this building. So yeah, it's putting out 10 prefabs, 52 goods. This is... It will say so here, right? Yeah, it will. So we're getting a lot of prefabs finally again, kind of. In fact, I need another one. So, mechanical factory, right? I'm not going crazy. This provides oil, but we don't need that currently. And mechanical factory is definitely increasing. I could add more but things. Ventilation towers, but Although these are growing, so... Okay, warm at last. Life inside the city is now warmer than New London has ever known. Trust rises, tension decreased. But we're still in some trouble. I should be researching something, by the way, with my double rush. Double rush? It would be over here, right? Yeah, here. It would be here somewhere. No, it's not. Really? Dedicated motherhood. We'll try it. I think... No, if we're not under double rush research, we should rush research. I'm not keeping an eye on things. Sorry, we have 35 teams sitting here, by the way. Oh, because we cannot go anywhere else. I can do this, though. Can I do this, too? No. We need 20 for both. How long? 14. 14 weeks? What do you mean? It's right next to New London. What are you talking about? Oh, boy. Yeah, if we address the material situation here, we should be okay. So with that said, and since we're getting a bunch of thingy-majiggies finally, yeah, this should help us out greatly. We don't need to be at a surplus, actually. We do need to be a surplus for food, though. Why are we failing here? No hothouse, that's why. Let me just make sure, though. Chemical, this provides 50 food, and production efficiency increases. So let's put that in. We are using the heat jet, as seen up here, but... Okay, and we don't have a large stockpile of oil, but we don't particularly need it right now. We will need it, but we don't. We can't. So let's fix that really quickly. We still need to make the deep melting drill building, but we can't make another food district at the moment because we don't have the prefabs. Can we do this in time, actually? I guess we're going to find out. But as we do that, and then procreation, we need to decrease population growth, but that's not happening, I guess. More population growth. What do I do with all these people? Huh. Rising steadily. Decreased by hunger. That's fine, actually, for the moment. Diminishing. And I guess I'll think about it in the next video, although I do need to keep an eye on these promises. So, without further ado, let's make this save here and see what happens. I also named my saves wrong, but we can fix that now. So, oops. But really, yeah, I need to think about how I'm going to save this run. I think this run is still savable. It definitely looks savable to me, based on feeling, if I had to put a guess in. But yeah, without further ado, yeah, if you have anything to say, you know what to do. If you want to keep watching more Frostpunk 2 videos and knowing when they drop, please subscribe and then turn notifications on. That's really, I mean, that's mainly for you than it is for me. But any support I do appreciate. If not, I mean, well, you could also just yell at me and leave. But yeah, without further ado, I think we'll call it here, and I will see you in the next video episode, which hopefully should be in another 18 to 24 hours for now, but we'll find out. Thank you for